Hey family, we're here in Key West, Florida, and we're all the way down by the coast of South Florida, not far from Cuba. And at this site right here is a burial ground, actually an African burial ground. And the way they have it displayed, they're showing Ndinkra symbols. So there's a little plaque right here, and it says the symbols of these columns are known as Ndinkra and originate in Ghana, West Africa. So for those of you guys are familiar with Ndinkra symbols, so yeah, and I'm going to show you guys a historical marker over here where you can see what actually happened at this site. Okay, so here's another Ndinkra symbol right here. It's called Guy Nyame. So, God's supremacy. It says, except God, also translate, unless God be but for God. And that's actually the most popular Ndinkra symbol. So if you go to Ghana, if you go to Accra and to the Black Star Monument, you'll see God's supremacy and Ndinkra symbol down there. And this is actually pretty cool because they have the continent right here of Africa, and it says it's labeled Bogota. It says Bogota wildfire.
It's only like 2.5, 3 hours away.
And this is Cuba right here. And this is Florida, so you can actually see, how close, and this is where we're at, the star right here. So you can actually see how close it is, how close the Fort G's is to, I believe this spot right here is Havana. So you can see how close it is. So I'm sure, whatever activity was going on regarding the slave ships, taking slaves to Cuba, capturing African Americans or enslaved people that were already in the United States and taking them. They might have took them to Cuba, because I want to say that slavery was still going on in Cuba after it ended and after it was illegal in the United States. So I'm going to take you guys to this historical marker over here, and I'm just going to read this historical marker so it can give us context to what I just showed you. So this marker says, near this site lies the remains of 294 African men, women, and children who died in Key West in 1860. In the summer that year, the U.S. Navy rescued 1,432 Africans from 3 American-owned ships engaged in the illegal slave trade. Ships bound for Cuba were intercepted by the U.S. Navy, who brought the freed Africans to Key West, where they were provided with clothing, shelter, medical treatment. They had spent weeks in unsanitary and inhumane conditions aboard the slave ships. The U.S. steamship Mohawk, Wyandotte, and Crusader rescued these individuals from the wildfire, where 507 were rescued. The Williams, where 513 were rescued, and the Bogota, where 417 survived. In all, 294 Africans succumbed at Key West to various diseases caused by conditions of their confinement. Conditions of their confinement. They were buried in unmarked graves on the present-day Hanks Beach, where West Martello Tower now stands. By August, more than 1,000 survivors left for Liberia, West Africa, a country founded for former American slaves, where the U.S. government supported them for a time. Hundreds died on the ship before reaching Liberia. Thus, their survivors were returned to their native land. Africa, but not their original homes on the continent. So, that was a very interesting historical marker that I just showed you all. And it's even more interesting that, a lot of them were taken back to Liberia. Well, not back, because majority of them didn't come from Liberia, but they were taken to Liberia. Most slave ships and misplaced African were taken to Liberia because they didn't know where else to take. And of course, the American colonization society, they wanted to get rid of us. So they weren't doing it for our good, but they were doing it because they didn't want free blacks walking around in the United States. They wanted to get rid of us, but at the same time, I feel like Liberia, going to Africa is still better than staying here, for the mistreatment of our people. This is the ocean, where the Atlantic Ocean, where basically everything goes down, or everything went down. So, thank you all, family. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to my content. And I'm gonna bring you guys more videos like this, during my travels. And hopefully I can get some videos on the content as well. Alright, thank you. Peace.